Hello? I'm just staring at myself thinking, good Lord, what the hell happened to me in 60 years? Oh, shit. Alright, hey. I got a new one for you. Yeah, let me turn the light up here. Alright, here it is. I just got a call from an attorney. A person who identified themselves as an attorney. We have been refinancing our house with City First Morgage at about 660 South Main Street here in Kangaroo City. Let me tell you something, Mormons and non-Mormons. I'm going to tell you what happened to me. I'm not going to criticize these people. I'm not going to belittle them or berate them. Many times our behaviors do that themselves. We've been in this process for 60 days. 60 days. I went in and I said to the people, I don't want an idiot. Do you think maybe you could give me somebody that knows what the hell they're doing? They go, oh, yes, we have someone. I said, there must only be one. So they referred me. To Tony Baloney. Now, she was a very nice girl. When we first went in, filled out all the applications, made all of the applications, did all the things that needed to be done to refinance. Well, here's the old Mormon pat on the back, and we can do something, And I believe people, folks. I'm not a cynic or jaded, generally speaking. I believe until somebody totally screws up, they know what they're doing. Well, they didn't. It went on and on and on, and they couldn't get anyone to buy the loan. And they're a wholesale house, I guess. So I would call and say, could you call me back and update me? I would call and say, you said you were going to call, but you didn't call. My wife goes over to the receptionist and says, could you have Tony Baloney call us? What's going on? Well, then we would get some kind of a phone call, bring this over. Bring over a bank statement. Bring this over. Okay. Within 24 hours, we brought over every damn thing that they asked for. So finally, I can't get Tony Baloney anywhere. So I say to the receptionist, hey, is there someone over Tony Baloney? And she said, yes. Paula. I said, okay. Paula is the director. Yes, okay. Let me talk to Paula. So I talked to this Paula. Now, if this isn't a clone of Tony Baloney, I don't know what is. She said, well, I'll call you first thing in the morning. I'm looking at a credit report, and something is this, something is that. I'll call you in the morning. 2, 3 o'clock comes around, and Paula doesn't call either. I think she's playing with Tony Baloney. So I call again. And I say, Paula, you said you were going to call. And they always have an excuse. I know, but it's been a busy... So, okay, well, you know, I'll be kind for a while till you screw me. So I talk to her. She says, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take a look at it right now. I'll call you back in 15 minutes. Okay. 5 hours later. She doesn't call. I called her. I said, Paula. Now, the reason I'm saying this is I want to go on record here because, you know, the attorney, you know, he's as dumb as a fruitcake because I'm telling you the truth. And if there's 12 of you out there that believe these are harassing phone calls, please sign up for my jury so they can put me away. So I said, Paula, listen, you guys aren't getting the job done. We're 60 days into this. Last time we did it, it took less than 25 days. Last month, we had to make a late house payment because you couldn't close. We've never made a late house payment in our lives. They charged us $35 late fee. Should I pay that? Do you think that's my responsibility? Well, I was talking to Tony Baloney on this one, and she goes, no, I'll pay it. I'll pay it. And, okay. So we go into the next 30 days, and we get the same runaround. And they said, well, there's a dispute. There's this, there's that. I said, no, there's not. We've never disputed with that bank anything at any time. Well, they had to pull your credit score again. So, you know, there's like 7 credit reports that have been pulled, and the score keeps going down. Now they say, well, now your credit score is not good enough to do this. I said, all right. It went down 40 points. I said 40 points. She says, yeah, but I think it's going to go up tomorrow. Now, let me tell you, folks, unless you're dumb as a rock, if you think a credit score is going to jump 40 points, there's only a few times a credit score can do that. And this wasn't one of them. If you're knocked down because of a dispute, and then a dispute is taken off of your credit, your score doesn't jump 40 points. It'll take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months for it to jump back up where it was. So these people are totally uninformed. They're totally incompetent. Sue me, attorney. Sue me. Find 12 people that watch my video and a jury. I'll sneak garments on so that, you know, you won't have a chance. So I call up Tony Baloney. She doesn't answer her cell phone. She's never answered her cell phone. When we met with her the first time, oh, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Okay, that's what 5 ex-wives said. And she appears to be very similarly equipped with that intelligence. So, I call and call, no response. So this time, I decided to call and leave a message. And I did. I called Tony Baloney's phone number, and they can record it, see if they can prosecute me for saying, who the hell is at the helm of the ship? Neither one of you know what's going on. Neither one of you call back. Neither one of you are aggressive or assertive in getting this loan. I think what's happening is I've lived in Utah before I moved to Kangaroo City, and I know the Mormon population and the males there. They're discriminating against you. They don't take you serious. It's the good old boy system, and you're trying to go by the book, and they don't go by the book. You can just call Fred up and say, hey, Fred, remember that favor I did you last year? Yeah, do one for me. Oh, okay, got it. I said, you girls can't get around the system, and I don't think you're even trying. So I left the note on the phone, and no one calls me back. So I go into the bank, and I make the house payment, because I know that loan is not going to close in 4 days, and I will now be on the FICO score 30 days late. They're ruining my credit. They're ruining my reputation over there. So I went in and made it, and sure enough, there was a $35 loan penalty, and we had to pay it. So I got a receipt for it. Went over to Tony Baloney's office, and I just told my wife, just walk in, tell the receptionist this is a late fee that Tony owes. Please call us and let us know when we can pick up our $35. Well, we're looking in the parking lot, and my little wife goes, hey, there's Tony Baloney right there. Now, this girl was dressed like in a tank top and looked like she had just come out of downtown Salt Lake off of a shift, if you know what I mean. And she's carrying a picture. She doesn't look like a businesswoman. This is like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. It was a business day, and she's in the business parking lot. She wasn't looking for a loan for the Bard. She was decorating her office. She was having a party with Paula, the director, and Paula, the director, said, well, I think we can get things done because our CEO is a woman. I go, Jesus, we're going from bad to worse. So, my wife says to Tony, here's the receipt to pay our $35 fee. And Tony says, well, what do you mean? She said, well, didn't you get David's message last night on your phone? No. So I pull up beside her in the parking lot. I said, let me repeat my message. We don't want to get alone with you guys. You don't know what you're doing. You're ruining our credit. You are taking advantage of us, and you're not calling us back. You're not advocating for us. We don't want to do any business with you. Goodbye. Now I'm trying to drive out of the parking lot. Here's the Tony Baloney running along beside my car in high heels going, whoa, whoa. I go, no, we're done. We are done. Now I'm sitting here in my office. Phone rings. I go, hello? Is the Bard there? Now, they didn't call me the Bard. I said, well, I don't know. Who's calling and what is it in reference to? Well, they break the law. You're not allowed to say anything to anybody on collections or bills until you know who you're talking to. That's the Fair Credit Act in the United States. It doesn't matter in Utah. This guy posing as an attorney should have known that. So, you know, he's not intimidating the Bard. And he says, well, this is Mickey the Mouse, and I'm the head attorney for City First Morgage, and I'm calling about some harassing phone calls. And I said, well, they're not harassing me. Goodbye! Now the phone hasn't rang since. He's going, shit! I didn't even get to try to scare the guy. No, you didn't. Because if they want to look for legal action, my God, our credit has been trashed. We've made 2 late payments on our house, which has never happened before. We've got 50 phone calls at least into this company that were never returned. We were never updated, and we were constantly being told, oh, we're closing tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow or the next day. When dinosaurs are resurrected, that's when we're going to be closing. So, I'm putting this on public television. City First Morgage. Bountiful, Utah. Far, far away from the Kangaroo City. But, you know, if their attorney thinks he's going to scare the shit out of me, screw him. He don't know the Bard can go right on TV. 40,000 Mormons watch me. Right here in Utah. And almost 400,000 people watch me in 191 countries in the world. This has been my experience with City Morgage. City First Morgage, I think it is. So, I'm not saying they're a bad company. I haven't said that. I haven't said they lie, they cheat, they steal. I haven't slandered them or libeled them in any way. I'm just telling you how they treated me. I'm just telling you what my experience was over there. And you know what? Tell their attorney truth is a defense for libel. Now, they call and apologize, or they call and apologize, I'll take this video right down. But I'm not going to have anybody calling into my house threatening me when they've got incompetent people that they're defending. I don't care if it's Utah or what country it is. If I could find that attorney, I would tell him my legal perspective of the situation. He was totally out of line, totally inappropriate. He did not investigate anything. And what I told you about my phone calls are the absolute truth. I've never said, oh, I'm going to kill you. Oh, I never said, you know, you people should be shut down. I never said. I said they're incompetent. In my situation, they were incompetent. So, hey, the Bard tells the truth. You can do business with anyone you want. I will not go back to City First Morgage. In a million billion years. I don't like to be treated like that when you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. You need to respect the bar a little bit. Thanks.